and welcome to Sterling Report. Macro held a press conference on Thursday afternoon to discuss the crisis of our regional transportation system. The Macomb Area Communities for Regional Opportunities, or MACRO, and its member communities discussed road funding legislation at a news conference on December 11th. Two separate transportation packages have been passed during the current lame duck session, one by the Michigan Senate and the other by the Michigan House of Representatives. While these packages have the same purported purpose, a desperately needed increase in transportation funding, they would attempt to do so in very different ways, and each would have a drastically different impact.
Enough is enough. I'm hoping, and we'd stand together.
One by one, regional community leaders rose to speak in support of the Senate package.
There's two competing plans, a House plan and a Senate plan, and we support the Senate plan because it provides new revenue to build up the roads to the condition they need to be in.
The Senate package would increase transportation funding by as much as $1.5 billion within a 4-year period, enhancing funding for public transit and having no negative impact on schools or local governments. The House package would raise less revenue than the Senate plan. It would delay collection of new revenue until 2016 and significantly extend the phasing in of the new revenue until 2023. However, Dr. Johns of Utica Community Schools explains the biggest concern she has with the House package.
The House plan actually redirects money from the school aid fund to roads. Whereas and why we're supportive of the Senate plan and the one the governor is supporting is because it actually is a tax on gas, which actually provides for direct funding to the roads. And the fact of the matter is one redirects and does not support schools. It actually erodes the school aid funding, and it actually gets outside of what Proposal A was intended to do.
It's shifting revenue. So essentially they're reducing revenue that the schools, cities, and the transportation fund gets, and they're increasing road funding by almost $1 billion, $1.2 billion, but at the expense of education, at the expense of police officers and firefighters across the state, because what's left for cities to cut? There's nothing else to cut. So the governor, the Michigan Chamber of Commerce all support the Senate plan. So we're trying to do whatever we can to implore our legislators, especially those in the House, to rally around the Senate plan. Let's get this done. I think we've had enough debate on this. I think even motorists understand that we need net new revenue to solve this problem, not shifting revenue from public education and from public safety. It just makes no sense.
Very good. Thank you all very much. That press conference can be viewed in its entirety by logging on to sterling-heights.net and clicking on the On Demand button from the Hot Links column on the left-hand side. That's going to wrap up this edition of Sterling Report. Till next time, take care.